All right, Bulls fans and family, here we go. Oh, and there it is. There's a little bit of feedback. There we go. All right. This is the 10U Bulls taking on the Atlanta Center Ice. Tyler, how's it going?
It's good, good. We
I mean,
had a
other than
fun,
freezing.
yeah, had a fun game this morning. Took on the Atlanta Phoenix. Atlanta Phoenix ended up going undefeated on the weekend, so they should take that first place spot with, depending on how today's game goes, possibly could be us in second place. We could move from third to second, maybe.
Were we that tight?
I think we were. It was a big goal differential, but I do think we were pretty close.
Awesome.
If I had my phone, I'd tell you for sure, but I don't. Uh, yeah, Center Ice is struggling a little bit this weekend. Um, they've actually, I believe, lost every single game, so they're 0-3 on the weekend.
Here come your Bulls in their white sweaters. Elijah Cole in net for us. Back between the pipes. Number 13 in your programs, number 1 in your heart.
Lucky number 13.
Hey, Brogan. Hey, Elijah Talbert. Hey, Liam Duncan. Appreciate you guys watching. The center ice goalie just bit it out there. Hope he's okay. I don't know what happened, but looks like
Slick spot.
yeah, looks like Bulls are going to warm up on the far end. So y'all, this rink is really, really cold up here in Nashville.
And they will not turn off the air conditioner.
Nope, it's been running the entire time.
So we see the cause of the goalie's trip here as their coach fixes the strap that goes underneath the skate.
Ah, must
Came
have
loose.
busted loose. Yeah.
Hard to skate when you're skating on top of something.
Yep. So Bulls had a great weekend so far. We're 2-1. We dropped a really close game against the Phoenix earlier this morning. It was 4-2, but we stayed tied almost the entire game. Um, Phoenix managed to take advantage of a defensive breakdown and slide one past our goalie, and then they had an empty netter to make it 4-2. So the Bulls playing hard, lots of good passing, lots of good communicating, and hopefully we can keep that up for this one.
Yeah, just a lot of effort and fight in the Bulls this weekend. Said it a million times, but completely different team than the one we saw going into Christmas break. New year, new Bulls.
That's right.
One of the guys to look out for here, Dickman, number 33. One of their bigger players. Good hard shot, plays really physical. Center Ice, a team that is known to jump up and bite teams every blue moon. So one to watch out for.
Yeah, they've got some really good defensemen too. Number 12, Egan he's a big kid and he knows his role and he plays it very well. Um, so he's good at shutting down some offensive rushes. And number 11, Swift he owns up to the name because the kid's got wheels. So Bulls can't relax on this one.
Well, they look good doing warm-ups. Bouncing around, lots of energy. So we got about 30 seconds here. Coaches will chat with their teams, and then we'll go in here with the last game of the weekend.
All right. Boys going to get a couple last-minute coaching tips in here. We'll be ready to go. Almost fell there. Oops.
Justin and I are over here trading gloves. I got some E-tip gloves, and maybe he can wear it. Did it work?
Yeah, it works. We'll see if those are a little thicker. I got some heated gloves that my pops got for me, and they were great, but can't quite work the zoom with them. So had one hand freezing all weekend.
So now my right hand is warm, and Justin's left hand is warm. All right, coming out for the Bulls, Henry Arns at center, Caleb Duro right wing. Looks like Gus Federley at left. Parker and Hayes back in on defense right off the bat. Bulls battling here in the neutral zone. Center ice, brings it in, centers a pass. Hayes knocks it away with a backhand. Now Caleb working up the far wall. Hayes pops it back up to Caleb. Center ice, takes it behind their own goal. Sends it out, cut off by Henry Arns, who gets it over to Gus. Gus trying to get it on his stick. Hayes will sprint up from the blue line, try to work it up. Center ice knocks it away. Henry Arns now drops back into that defensive position along with Parker Allen. Parker now lunges at it, worked around. Center ice comes all the way around the goal, sends a shot off. Looked like it hit Elijah's glove. Ends up on Hayes' stick, who sends it through the legs of Caleb Duro. Caleb Duro goes down hard right there as he's trying to bring the puck in on his stick. Bulls will make a line change with the icing call. So we'll head over for a face-off here in the Bulls' offensive zone. Graham Pugh back in at center as we continue to run the two-center look. Ethan Buck and Easton Del Bosco in at defense. Nate Key over at right wing, along with Will Federley at left. Graham Pugh charges through the entire defense, brings it around center ice's goal, centers one, and we have a Will Federley goal off of a Graham Pugh assist. Fantastic look there. Graham Pugh brought it all the way around, and Will got in great position. Nate was standing there too, and Will punches it in. So Bulls go up early here with 10:24 left in the first period, so just over a minute and a half in the game. We're up 1-0. Graham Pugh takes another face-off, sends it back towards Ethan Buck. Ethan Buck, cross-ice pass over to Easton. Easton pops one right back up to Will. Will now chases it in through the neutral zone. Graham with his cheetah blood steals it, sends it back, but Will had not gotten back on sides yet.
I called him cheetah blood the other day, and he responded, or yesterday, and he responded to it. So
he's ready.
That's sticking.
I guess that's better than bacon cheeseburger.
Sure.
So Nate Key brings it in, centers one over for Graham. Graham just an inch or two away from grabbing hold of that one. Graham now backhands one towards the center. And center ice cuts it off. Graham Pugh sticking with him through the neutral zone, and they have an offsides.
It's pretty unusual for center ice. They are typically very disciplined on the on and off sides. They will spread out and play the neutral zone very well. Hey, Cindy Russell, see you on there. Oops, there we go.
So Henry Arns taking the face off. Center ice wins this one. Sends it back. Cut off by Keegan, who comes in, brings it into the zone, takes a shot. Glove save. by number 29, SYTHL from the center ice.
Shout out to number 29 on their team. Heck of a sportsman. That kid is he's classy.
Yep, looked that one in all the way. Keegan on that quick shift in and fired one off with a wrister. Keegan again off the faceoff. Wrist one towards the goal. Tab Baker, who's been in goal the past 2 games, coming in over at a winger position. Looks like we have a
offsides. It barely squeaked over the line. Tab wasn't back yet. Keegan was hoping that they wouldn't notice.
Man, Keegan with 2 big plays in a row right off the bat. Henry Arns wins that faceoff, sends it back to Parker Allen. Parker sends it over to Hayes. Hayes pushes it up to Keegan. Keegan tries to bring it across the blue line. Henry passes back to Parker Allen. Parker Allen trying to get it on his backhand, loses the puck. Hayes is in a dead sprint, trying to track him down. Elijah stands tall, knocks it away. Everybody trying to get it away. No goal. Not sure where the puck is. Is it in Elijah's glove? Yeah, Elijah had it in his glove. Great save there.
Oh, wow. Center ice started celebrating like they got it, but because initially the ref signaled goal, but I think he saw it in Elijah's glove then and waved it off.
Elijah with a nice save. Henry Arns takes another faceoff, sends it back to Tab Baker. They get a shot off right away. Oh no, Ethan put one right in front of the net. Luckily, Easton snagged it and got it to the outside. Another big glove by Elijah there. Ethan again, this is his first weekend of playing only defense. And a rookie mistake there, sending one in front of his own goal. But his veteran counterpart quickly got that one away. Gus Federley sends that one towards the wall. Easton Del Bosco pushes it out. Easton blocks up another one, trying to get it out. Easton still in the scrum, knocks it out. Thought it had cleared the blue line, but I guess not. Ethan now takes it behind his own net, sends one up to Caleb. Center ice, puts it back in. Easton in the corner, sends one up the wall to Gus. Center ice now, trying another shot. Grant Buell cut that off. He's in a dead sprint, poked away by center ice there in the neutral zone, and puck going the other way. Ethan all the way back, shot and glove save. Elijah Cole standing tall in the goal this morning. Defense will switch out. Hayes and Parker come back in. Henry Arns at center. Nate Key along the boards.
Might have been the weirdest face-off win I think I've ever seen. It was really slow.
Will
and everybody
Federley now charging hard along the wall. Will coming in, knocks it down. Nate comes in to help out. Henry Arns right there. Henry gets it on his backhand, trying to work through the defense. Knocked away. Hayes backs him up and having offsides. Hard to tell with the bang-bang move, and the lines aren't very clear on the ice. The referee standing right there calls it offsides. Hayes off the face-off. I'm sorry, Henry off the face-off. Comes back around, grabs his own, puts it right into the middle of a red jersey. Hayes reaches out, backhands one back into the zone. Will Federley knocks it back in. Center ice trying to clear it. Nate Key tried to knock it down, but it ends up in the neutral zone either way. Parker Allen now staying, playing some great defense. Now Henry Arns headed the other way, weaving through. He's got Will Federley right there next to him. Will now to the center. Henry takes a shot. Glove save by number 29. So, So 6:31 left here in the first period. Score of 1-0 Bulls. getting some good shots on goal here, but a little bit of momentum for center ice as well. Graham Pugh takes another faceoff, sends it over to Tab Baker. Immediately gets the rebound off of Tab's stick. Sends it to Ethan, who takes a shot. Bounces off Tab's back. Now Graham Pugh in the corner. Tab in a good position. He's already scored one this tournament. Center ice takes it the other way. Ethan holding his own the entire way into the zone. And Graham comes around, sends it around the boards, trying to clear it. Keegan gets pushed down as he's trying to get clear. Ethan working it around, sends one behind the goal, and we have a penalty tripping. Yeah. It's probably going to be on Ethan. So Bulls will be on their first penalty kill as Ethan heads to the box for the next minute. 5:46 left here in the first period. That faceoff goes immediately back to Caleb. Caleb just dumps it out. Center ice going to have to catch up to it. They've already waved off icing. Caleb charges hard into the offensive zone. Center ice pops it out. And Easton just dumps it back on, causing the offsides. Caleb was deep in the offensive zone, sprinting out, but could not make it quite in time. So Henry Arns out again. Hayes and Easton back in on defense. Caleb Duro over at the wing position. Hayes gets it off the faceoff, sends one up towards Caleb, bounces off the wall, unable to keep it in. Center ice comes in, takes a hard shot, knocked down by Elijah, and then covered.
Hey, Bobby Turley, see you on there?
Caleb tries to backhand one out of the zone. Gets it over to Henry. Henry now working through. Trying to work through the center. Turns around, changes direction, dumps it into the corner. Not sure what happened there. Henry looked like he had a breakaway. He pulled up. Henry now swipes it away. Steals it again. Working along the boards. Changes direction. Trying to get a handle on it. Trying to work his way through. Passes back to Federley. I think he was trying to pass that back to Hayes. Gus was right there in the center too. Changed direction. Swift now has it. Hayes in good position. Puck knocked away by Federley. Get another shot off. Goes high and wide up over the top of the goal. Puck coming in. Goes wide again. Parker Allen sends one great pass up to Graham. Graham charging hard. Enters the neutral zone. Just has to dump it out and sends one towards the goal. Goalie lets it go. And puck going back the other direction. Parker there to grab it and send it in. Graham will head to the corner. Sends one back up the boards looking for Caleb. Caleb tries to dump it out. Center ice. Standing right at the blue line. Able to keep it in. Shot popped off by Hayes. Hayes works it up. Able to clear it out. Center ice will have to reset. Hayes again in the corner. Changes direction. Makes one guy miss. He's going to work it up. Sends one up to Graham. Graham with some open ice. Bulls caught in the line change. Defender goes down. Nate Key centers one. Goes down to the wall. Come on, Nate, get up. Nate lost the stick in the process. Center ice guy goes down to the wall. Graham Pugh trying to work around one. Will Federley takes another shot. Just off the mark. Parker Allen sends it back deeper into the offensive zone for the Bulls. Will Federley charges into the corner, lifts the puck up, meets his defender. Tab Baker now goes in to help out. They center one. Nobody home for the Bulls. Center ice going the other direction. Parker doing a great job pushing his guy out to the wall. Unable to find a good shot. Parker again digging. Elijah going back and forth between the pipes. Hayes ends up with it. Hayes skating up. He's got a Federley to one side. Got two guys to miss. Tries to get it. Oh, and he goes down hard, sliding towards the goal. Tab Baker centers another one. Parker Allen steps up, but it passes the blue line. Parker sends one cross ice over to Henry Arns. Henry Arns now checks back. Tries to start over. Center ice doing a little bit of line change themselves. And we finally have an icing and play stoppage. A couple of good looks there. But nothing going for the Bulls. 1:41 left here in the first period. Henry Arns takes the face off, sends it back to Ethan Buck. Ethan Buck skating up. Like we mentioned before, this is his first weekend playing defense. He's used to skating forward. Passes it up to Henry Arns. Henry Arns lost the puck, but Ethan passed it right back to him. Henry now from left side of the goal. Sends one in, blocked up well by SYTHL. Keegan Brennan using some impressive footwork over there along the boards. Center ice, charging through the neutral zone. Stolen away by Easton Del Bosco, who takes it behind his own net. Sends one up for Henry Arns. Henry makes one guy miss, sends a nice cross-ice pass, looking for Keegan. Keegan with an outstretched stick, unable to connect. Center ice sends it right back to the neutral ice. Henry now looking up, sends another one over Keegan's way, right off the edge of his stick. Henry sends another one to Keegan. Keegan passes back to Easton. Easton over to Ethan, and they collide and both go down. Now Henry's the only defender. Keegan back checking. Keegan hits a man, goes down, and it sounded like that one was off the post. Puck still loose behind the goal. And that looked like Henry just iced it. I think Henry just did the right thing, lifted that puck as far as he could and got it out of the zone so the Bulls could take a deep breath and stretch out. So that's the end of the first period. Score of 1-0.
All right, here we go. I think Bulls needed to climb out of that period, regroup. Looks like we got Graham Pugh coming out to take the face off. Caleb Doro going to take left wing, one of the wings. Right wing, Gus Federley is going to go over to left. Parker Allen and Hayes Hallman back on defense as we switch sides. Looks like goalie's having a equipment malfunction here. We had an issue where he fell coming on the ice. Hopefully they can get this cleared up pretty quick. We'll pause for just a minute. As Elijah wanted to give a shout out to his boy Remy Uptain, who is homesick this week. So here we go, getting ready for the face-off. Old Cheetah Blood out there. Very consistent about winning face-offs. Grand Pugh is probably our best at that. Center ice gets it, sends it over to number 4. They advance it into the Bulls zone. Pugh sticks a stick out there and pushes him out of center. Bulls now have it. Grand Pugh overran the puck and couldn't quite get a handle on it, but they advance it out into center ice, and now Will Federley has it. Now Caleb Doro picks it up. Bulls pushing into the attacking zone, but they turn it over to center ice, and center ice is back on the offensive. Hayes Hallman busts that play up and keeps it from going in the Bulls zone. Caleb Doro trying to chip it back out, but center ice intercepts. Great defensive harassment there, and a centering pass that gets bobbled by center ice. It's out to Will Federley. Will chips it forward into the neutral zone, and they've got the hand up for icing, and I guess it is going to be icing, so we'll come back down on this end. Very narrow miss there by the Bulls. Fortunately, center ice guy bobbled that, and Elijah was able to get back in position, and the defense was able to swarm. So here we go. Henry Arns out to take the face-off. Henry wins it back to defenseman, but immediately turned over to center ice. Elijah pokes it back around behind the net, and Easton Del Bosco sends it around the boards.
Henry Arns now knocks it behind his own goal. Sends it over to Ethan Buck. Ethan Buck picks it up. He's going to skate it up. Sends a nice pass over to Nate Key right off the edge of his stick. Ethan now steals it away again. Knocks it along the boards. Gets it over to Nate. Nate skating through the neutral zone. Got 3 defenders in front of him. Ends up dumping it into the corner. Henry Arns picks that pass off. Tries to backhand one towards the goal. Looked like it went off the post. And now center ice charging hard. Easton Del Bosco in great position. Knocks it away. But center ice gets the rebound on the shot. Elijah Cole standing tall in goal. Knocks it away. Ethan Buck and Easton Del Bosco teaming up there to take it after the near miss. Henry Arns now charging through center ice. And we have an offsides. Looked like Will Federley was just a step over. So Parker and Hayes back in for the defense. Graham Pugh at center. Keegan over at right wing. Tab Baker at left wing. Graham Pugh pushes that one forward. Goes through the legs of the other center. Steals it away and then takes a shot off the goalie's leg pad. Graham Pugh in the corner again. Trying to get the puck back. Looking for somebody to center it to. Works around. Takes, looked like a shot. Maybe off his backhand. Keegan Brennan now chases into the corner. Puck clears out. Parker Allen will have to be the first one there. In a foot race, Parker ends up winning it, sending it back out. And now Graham Pugh catches up, sends one through center ice. Keegan reaches, trying to knock that one down. Hayes will be the first one there. Hayes now working up. Everybody's got to stay on sides. Keegan was off. Our offsides are hurting us a little bit here today.
Yeah. Taking away some of our offensive opportunities.
Yeah, a couple of times happened earlier. You know, this I think sometimes is where our half-ice practices hurt us. So now Ethan Buck dumps one in. Graham Pugh with an outstretched stick trying to keep it in the zone. Ethan Buck again near center ice. Puts one up the wall to Tab. Ricochets off the wall. Tab trying to get a handle on it. Keegan working with it too. Tab gets back on sides. Keegan knocks it back in. Keegan works around one guy, makes one guy miss, makes another guy miss. Centers one. Like it was off the side of the goal. Atlanta now works through the neutral zone. Blows right past Ethan. Easton and Graham in good position. Back check, and Keegan comes in to help out. Keegan with it. Now falls to his knees. Slides out of the zone. Picked up by Henry Arns, fresh off the bench. Henry Arns now working through the defense. Backhands one towards the goal, just off the chest of the goalie, SYTHL. Keegan with it in the corner. Had a guy on a stick. Still trying to get up from that. Ethan working the entire way in. Del Bosco turns around. Elijah with a wide shot. Left out, but no need as the shot was wide. Henry Arns sends one up to Gus Federley. Gus picks it up again. Continuing to battle through the neutral zone. Center ice kicks it right back out. Ethan Buck will be there. Sends a cross ice pass over towards Easton. Easton knocks it along the wall, tries to get it back up to Gus. Gus and Henry both battling along the boards. Gus finally kicks it out. Gets back over to Easton. Easton flips one up, looking for Henry, who's standing at the blue line. Gus and Henry both waiting there. Caleb Duro skating behind him. Henry takes a shot, just wide. Hayes now comes in for Easton. And he's the only one that'll be able to catch that. He slides in, trying to make a defensive stop from being beat. They try to center one. Ethan Buck knocks it away.
Great defensive play.
Hayes lucky he didn't get a tripping. If that guy had fallen, he could have drawn the penalty, but great defensive play either way, as he had a one-on-one with Elijah. Hayes again goes to poke. Popped open the back door. Elijah making stop after stop. Henry Arns finally picks up the rebound, skating out with it. Henry Arns working through the center. Continues to go up the left side wall. Centers one, looking for Nate Key, who was there with a backhand. Unable to connect. Gets over to Caleb. Caleb off his forehand with a wrister. And center ice headed back the other way. Hayes will have it in the neutral zone. He's going to work up through the defense. He passes at the last minute over to Caleb. Puck turned over. Parker Allen now along the far wall. Sends one up the boards. Gets over to Nate Key. Nate dumps it into the offensive zone. Now Bulls with a line change. Center ice coming in hot. They send a backhand towards Elijah, who covers. A couple of pokes, and Easton and Graham not happy with the extracurriculars on this end. Elijah Cole with a nice save there, just looking that in. Lots of traffic in front of him. Graham Pugh with another face-off. Ethan and Easton back in for defense. Graham wins that going forward. Pushes right down the ice. Sends a nice pass over to Nate Key. Nate has to get it on his forehand. Sends him center back. It's back to Ethan. Ethan now working up the far wall. He's going to skate it up. Wants to take a shot. Trying to get clear so he can do something. A little friendly fire. Graham Pugh knocked down Nate Key. Center ice now working back through the neutral zone. And they're just going to dump it in, and it's an offsides. So 4:33 left here in the second period. Score 1-0 Bulls. As we said before the game started, center ice is a team that's 0-3 on the weekend, but good enough to beat any single team in this league. And they're proving it right now as they're giving it everything they have. Center ice now, charging through. Going to take a shot. Oh, nice pass right there. Guy was standing in the slot and almost got the one-timer. Keegan Brennan working hard to get it out into the neutral zone. Hayes and Parker collapsing on each other right here. Hayes staying with him. Parker kicks it out with a skate. Parker now sends it behind his own goal. Bounces over the stick of center ice. Keegan Brennan trying to get a handle on it. Does. Pops it up and over. Keegan having to work around the referee who's skating right in front of him. Turns around, sends backhand over to Henry Arns. Henry on his way in got cut off by the defender. Parker Allen now sends one up. Hayes skates up, catches it at the red line. He's got nobody in front of him. Sends a shot in. Glove save by Sahay.
I don't know if you see it too, Tyler, but both teams just seem kind of flat this period.
They do a little bit. Lots of turnovers. Tons of turnovers right now. So this face-off from Grand Pugh goes back to Easton Del Bosco, but he's got to chase it all the way back into the defensive zone. They quickly get it right back up to Grand Pugh, but turned over again. And center ice charging into defensive zone. And Easton Del Bosco just stood tall, knocked that one away. Grand Pugh connects with the spinning puck. Easton Del Bosco skating right behind him, and right as soon as he entered, he lost the puck, and Easton picked it up, brought it on in, and we'll have an offsides on Graham. So Graham taking another face-off, sends this one back to Ethan. Ethan now skating hard in, everybody waiting at the blue line. Well, that's a good work over there by Gus Federley. Behind the net, Easton digging hard to keep it in the zone, but center ice finally clears it out. Easton now trying to bring it back in. And just continuing to battle here in the neutral zone. Gus pops it up. Nobody able to really get possession of it here. And Caleb Duro finally pops it in the offensive zone, just dumps it in. Center ice, though, with possession, changes direction. Center ice charging hard out of the offensive zone. They work around Ethan. Ethan comes back. Easton Del Bosco in good position. They get a shot off, but Easton Del Bosco hit his stick right about the time he got the shot off, so there was really nothing on it. Henry Arns picked it up. Now he's charging hard through the defense, takes a shot, loose in front of the net, swept away by the defender. And going the other direction again, we already have icing, and they'll call it. So Henry with a good look. Just needed a couple of guys there for the rebound.
You need a couple more of those blue line shots with somebody crashing the net.
Yep. So Hayes and Parker back in on defense. Henry Arns still at center. It's Will Federley.
The refs are having to reset the clock. Apparently somebody let the clock run.
Will Federley over at the left wing. It's going to be Nate over at the right wing. Henry with the face-off, pushes it back towards Hayes. Hayes steps up, backhands it back in to the zone, but picked off by center ice. Center ice kicks it out. Hayes gets it off his skate, pushes it back. Henry Arns comes in to help out, gets tripped up, but not before Nate Key grabs it in the neutral zone, takes a shot from a long distance. Knocked away by center ice. Nate Key still battling along the boards. Back behind the goal, helped out by Will Federley. Center ice going the other direction. Defense drops back. Hayes steps up, charges. Well, we have an offsides. Hayes jumped up to bite on that one as it was a loose puck. Center ice closed in quick on it. And He dove and missed. Lucky to get the offsides there. Graham Pugh back in at center. Tab Baker to the left. Keegan Brennan to the right. Parker Allen and Hayes Solomon back on defense. Goes back to Hayes, who passes it up to Tab. Tab passes it back over to Graham, right off his stick. Center ice passes it back out. Parker gets it on his stick, sends it up the boards. Graham Pugh cuts it off, sends it back over to Keegan. Keegan's got to catch up to it in the neutral zone. He's got one guy to beat. He works around that one. Just flings a stick out at him. Slows him down enough for everybody to back check. Graham Pugh now comes in to help out. Graham centers one, looking for Tab, just off his stick. Tab in good position in front of the net. But passed just a little bit too far for him to reach. So, end of the second. Score of 1-0 Bulls. 12 minutes left to play here in this game.
Bulls got to bear down here. All right, here we go.
So Graham Pugh will head back out for this face-off to start the third period. Gus Federley is going to be over to his left. Caleb Duro over on his right. Easton Del Bosco and Ethan Buck playing right and left defenseman. Graham Pugh sends the face-off backwards initially, grabs it, pushes it on forward, but center ice takes over. Picked up again by Graham, who tries to knock it up the wall. Knocked away, though, by center ice before he could clear it. Center ice now waits for everybody to get back on, sends another one deep into the offensive zone, where Ethan Buck picks it up, sends it around, looking for Caleb Duro. Caleb charging hard through the neutral ice. Intercepted. Great poke check there by Easton. Easton again pops one to open space. Just clears it out. Ends up back on Caleb's stick. Caleb's got two defenders on him, one guy right behind him. He sends a wrister towards the goal. So Hay with another good stop. So Henry Arns, Will Federley, Nate Key, Hayes Hallman, and Parker Allen all head back out on the ice. Center ice wins the faceoff, but it goes back to Hayes Hallman anyway. Hayes takes a defensive shot, bounces towards the goal.
We need some more of those.
Just wide. Will Federley here in the corner continues to battle, works his way back over towards Henry. Parker Allen now tries to get a stick on it, loses it right there at the blue line. Will Federley again sends it back up ice. Will and Nate Key combine, and Nate sends one up towards Will.
Nate caught a shoulder and they got no call on that.
Center ice charging through the neutral zone. Parker and Hayes both scurrying back. He works around Hayes, and Parker comes in to save it. Center ice wants a tripping.
They need to blow the whistle. That kid was on the ice for too long.
Yep. Center ice wanted a tripping on that call by Parker, but they get a retaliation right here and put Henry Arns on the board.
In Henry's back, and we're not getting a call.
Nope. That's a makeup call right there.
And he was right in front of the ref.
Yep. So now center ice headed the other direction. Henry battling the entire way down. Hayes in good position, knocks it away. Has to get back. Center another one, Tab coming off the bench. Has it. Knocked it over towards Hayes. Hayes was skating up, hoping that he was going to grab hold of it. Hayes with it now. Skating through center ice, gets tripped up again. Hayes tries to hit it over towards Tab. Center ice, though, just guys falling everywhere.
Going to get a tripping call there. Hayes drew the penalty. All right. So we're on a power play.
So lots of penalties on that shift on both teams. It was really physical shift where the whistle should have blown a couple of times. But the Bulls end up on the power play here. Graham at center, Keegan, Tab, Ethan, and Easton all out for the power play. Center ice working through the defensive zone. Graham Pugh knocks it away. Graham Pugh now working through the middle. Graham Pugh with a shot, bounces. Goalie doesn't have it, and they blow the whistle. Goalie covered.
Quick whistle on that. I don't know about that one.
It was still loose. You could see it really clear from our angle. It was still loose, kind of under his pad. Goalie had no clue where it was, but we really didn't have anybody crashing that too much there either. We could have probably gotten it on the first rebound. Graham Pugh with another face-off. Keegan off the face-off, takes a shot. Tab Baker tries to finish it up, but defended well by center ice. Center ice now sends it around. Easton Del Bosco using his body to knock it down off the wall.
Body, head, whatever.
Center ice bringing it through the neutral zone. Easton staying with him the whole time. Ethan backing him up. Graham ends up sending it out of the zone. Penalty kill is, or power play is almost over. 3 seconds left. Now it is over. So Henry Arns comes off the bench. Center ice now working in the defensive zone. Easton stabbing at him the whole time. And they get a shot off Elijah with a nice glove save. Flashes that leather yet again. So 8 minutes. And they got a running clock here for some reason. I don't understand it. With a score of 1-0, we shouldn't be running. So Henry Arns working through the defense. Tries to pull it back to get a shot off and loses it right as he pulled it back. Parker and Hayes in great defensive positions. Hayes takes a swipe, pushes him to the outside. Parker backing him up. They get a shot off, but Henry Arns was standing in front of that and able to knock it away. Henry clears the puck out. We should have a icing here, and we do. Henry with another face-off. Puck just kind of sitting there. Center ice sends it behind our own net. Center ice tries to put one over. Hayes picks it up. He's skating through the neutral zone. Backhands one over to Henry, who was skating right along next to him. Henry lost it coming in. And puck's going the other way. Everybody back checking quickly. Center ice trying to get it on their backhand. Everybody collides and goes down. Hayes with it behind his own goal. Tries to send it out. Knocked away. Caleb Duro now goes into the corner. He'll meet his defender as they both lift a stick and both helmets go hard into the wall.
They're going to call that on Caleb?
We're going to have a delayed penalty on Caleb.
Caleb got hit first. This officiating is not making any sense to me right now.
Caleb went down hard into the wall, head first. And you see him come off holding his head. Hopefully he's okay. The center ice coach now coming out, talking to the ref, doing a lot of pointing. Obviously not happy with something that's going on.
They're calling Caleb for roughing. I think he wanted a boarding call, but Caleb was the one that got boarded. Now Coach Allen's talking, because I think Coach Allen saw exactly what we saw. Caleb hit first.
Well, hard to reverse a call once it's made. Graham Pugh wins the faceoff, kicks it over to Ethan. Ethan charges hard through the defense. He's in a foot race, takes a shot. Nice wrist shot towards the goal. Ethan steals his own rebound. Sends a center pass over to Graham, who follows it up. Graham continuing to follow it up. Ethan follows it up and puts it in the net. Great hustle there by Ethan and Graham both to grab the shorthanded goal off the penalty kill.
What an incredible effort.
I mean, Ethan coming up off that faceoff, stealing the puck, bringing it around, catching his own rebound, sending it up. Graham takes a shot, and then Ethan able to get the rebound and put it in the back of the net. Fantastic job there by both those guys. And Nate Key and Easton both being aware enough to stay back in the defensive position in case it went the wrong way. Off the faceoff, Graham tries to steal it away. Now Easton swats at it, sends it back into the offensive zone. Ethan goes back into the corner, takes it behind his own net, works it up to Nate Key. Nate flips it up, looking for Graham, but we're going to have an icing. Just off the stick and out of reach of Graham Pugh. So Bulls up late in this game, 2-0. 5:41 left, 7 seconds left on this penalty kill from the boarding call, or roughing call, I should say. Egan takes a swing and a miss. Puck pops off of Parker Allen's stick and up and over the goal. Will able to clear the zone. Chad Baker giving his best hustle to get down there before it's an icing.
Think if that one had gotten waved off, Tab was going to get there first. He was
moving.
Trucking, man.
He was moving. So Henry Arns with a face-off. Henry wins it going forward. Immediately rushes through neutral ice. Changes direction, leaves it hanging for Keegan, who centers it back to Henry. Henry taking a shot. Tab tried to deflect it and almost went off the bar. Keegan trying to center another one for Henry. The center ice steals it away. Hayes pushing him along the wall, continuing to poke at him. They get the center pass off. It's loose in front of the net. Henry picked it off again. Henry now working up. He's got Tab skating with him. Henry first one across the blue line. Tab right behind him. Henry tripped up by two guys as he enters. About to take a shot. Center ice now headed the other direction. Keegan knocks it out of the air with his stick. Center ice now entering into the defensive zone. Easton popping the entire way in. Henry Arns ends up with it again in front of the goal. Tries to pop one up and out. Another shot in front of the goal. Knocked away. Keegan now catches it at the red line. Tries to move through, tripped up as he enters the zone. Center ice goes to work out. Tab pokes it away. Tab again, pushing it out. Easton tries to keep it in. Graham Pugh coming to help. Center ice finally able to kick it out, and Easton threw it back in for a offsides. So 3.39 seconds left. Just kidding. 3 minutes and 39 seconds. I'm getting ahead of myself here. Wishful thinking. Graham Pugh with a face-off. Lost at his feet. Ethan Buck dumps it in. Center ice sends it right back out. They've waved off icing. Del Bosco will get it right at the goal line. Del Bosco sends it over to Gus Federley. Gus knocks it along the wall. Everybody falling over there. Trying to see who else that is up against the wall. But center ice ends up with it. Graham Pugh knocks it away. Sends it out. Able to clear it. Looks like Caleb Duro coming in to knock it away too. Graham still trying to find it at his feet. Graham knocks that away. Graham ends up with a puck. Takes a shot. Good job by Sahay. And center ice taking it the other direction. Easton in great position. Everybody else back checking. And they try that center ice pass again. Just off the mark. Oh, Graham Pugh just came in there with his cheetah blood. Knocked that one away. He's got a one-on-one with two guys back checking. Oh, and just as he tried to take a shot, lost it off his forehand. Center ice now taking it the other direction. Easton pokes it away at the last second. Leaves it hanging for Gus Federley. Henry Arns now back on the ice. Sends that over to Gus. Gus sends it right back to Henry. Henry takes a shot, puts it into the net. So Gus Federley with a nice assist, sending that right back to Henry. And Henry with a little celebration there.
I like it. I like it.
Working out some frustrations, I think.
Exactly.
So
and great setup there by Gus, too.
Oh, Gus with the heads-up play just to send it right back to Henry. That was fantastic. A minute 46 left here in this game. Bulls on top 3-0. Henry Arns takes another face-off. Knocks it back to Nate Key. I should say Hayes. Hayes sends it up to Nate. Nate sends it over to Henry, who's waiting at the blue line. Henry coming in. 3 guys on him. He looks to center one to Nate, but it goes back to Parker. Parker takes a shot off the mark, but gets over to Will. Will centers one. Sitting right in front of the goal. Henry Arns almost had him another one. Henry now lost his feet, making some moves around everybody. Sends one, but the goalie comes out and challenges, knocks that one away. Great job there by Sahay to challenge the puck. Center ice. Skating around back in their offensive zone. Sends one towards the net. And I have no clue.
Elijah covered it.
Elijah covered it. Nice.
That's Lauren Cole yelling about the clock. They're not doing a good job stopping the clock over here. Yeah, she's doing a better job than they are.
Justin just wants to sleep in the bed tonight. But you're correct. Lauren Cole is always fantastic at keeping the clock.
Is that 51 seconds?
51, yep. Center ice takes it in their own corner. Takes it around Elijah. Keegan Brennan now working it out of the zone. Skating hard through center. And he's got a shot. Bounces off the goalie's helmet. Graham Pugh there for the rebound. Tab Baker coming in to put his shoulder into number 33, Dickman. Hayes Hallman stands tall. He's floating right in front of the goal. Great job there by Parker.
That is Lauren Cole screaming.
Hayes now in the corner. Tries to kick it away, knock it away over to Keegan. Keegan has it. Keegan working it up the wall. Cut off by center ice. Graham Pugh now knocks it away. And we have the end of the game. Elijah Cole with a 3-0 shutout. Bulls stand tall, going 3-1 on the weekend, which should definitely help our standings. So thank you all for joining us. We will see you guys next weekend for our Louisville tournament. Hope you can join us in. Signing off for now. Go Bulls.